so simple and so delicious. Apparently, they're fruit, but I'd like to think that's debatable. I remember the first time I ate a cherry tomato. My family, we lived in an apartment complex in what was generally acknowledged to be a rough neighborhood, and we had a small community garden. In that garden, my mom picked a cherry tomato and handed it to me. When my 8-year-old self proudly declared cherry tomatoes to be my new favorite food, she had to explain to me that they were too expensive for us to buy at the store. Cherry tomatoes are simple, delicious, and expensive. Years later, I found myself as a freshman in South Dining Hall, a dining hall I was at because I received scholarships funded by people that I'll never meet, but will always feel indebted to. And as I looked at the cherry tomatoes in the middle of the salad bar, I immediately thought of my family, whose dinner that night would primarily come from food bank donations. I felt so alone. Then I felt sick, and my head was filled with anger. So I hid my thoughts from my friends. Thoughts that screamed, money doesn't matter. Money shouldn't matter. Why does it always matter? Why am I in this place where everything is perfect and money is wasted on things like beauty and gold and fucking cherry tomatoes? As I sat in my room, I cried. I cried out of jealousy for the fancy SYR dresses, North Faces, and Uggs. I cried for the spring break trips that I wouldn't take and the parties that I wouldn't go to because I couldn't afford a $3 cab ride home. I cried for each of the times that I was horribly humbled when I'd ask for help and be forced to explain to my rector, my employers, and my friends that I didn't have as much money as they assumed. I cried for my parents who love so deeply and work so hard, but often feel like failures. I cried for my brother and for the oil burns on his arm from working the fryer at KFC on his 6-hour shift after school. And then I cried for myself because I was ungrateful and selfish and scared at the thought of spending 4 years in a place full of cherry tomatoes. I eat cherry tomatoes with every meal now. And each time I eat them, I feel like it's Christmas and like I've been given an amazing present. My friends, they often joke about how much I love cherry tomatoes, and they make fun of me for eating them all of the time. But I just want to tell them, I want to say that cherry tomatoes aren't just a fruit or a vegetable, but that they're happiness and sunshine and every unreachable goal my family has ever had. Instead, I smile and I say, I eat them because they're simple and delicious.